Nigeria Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has said that no single amount of money was paid as ransom to secure the release of the 20 kidnapped medical students in Benue State, adding, the students were rescued through coordinated security operations. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, on Sunday, said a notorious kidnap kingpin was killed and 2 abductors arrested during the operation to rescue the 20 medical students in Benue State. The students, who are from the University of Maiduguri and the University of Jos, were traveling to Enugu for the Federation of Catholic Medical and Dental Students annual convention when they were kidnapped on August 15 at a location in Benue State. Speaking while handing over the students to their vice-chancellors, as reported by Punch newspaper, Egbetokun said that the arrested suspects were in custody. He also said, contrary to speculations, the students were rescued without paying any ransom. Egbetokun said, this success was made possible through the support received from the Office of the NSA, the activation of the security network, intelligence, synergy with other security agencies, community engagement, and deployment of our highly skilled and tactical officers whose dedication, bravery, and precision in executing their duties are truly commendable. During the operation, our officers engaged the kidnappers in a well-coordinated tactical offensive. I am pleased to inform you that the kingpin of this notorious gang was neutralized during an exchange of fire with our operatives, while 2 other members of the gang were arrested and their weapons recovered. These individuals are currently in our custody, where they are providing valuable information that will help us dismantle their criminal network and prevent future occurrences of such abductions. I also wish to acknowledge the invaluable contributions of other security agencies who partnered with us, as well as the local vigilantes who played a crucial role in ensuring the success of this mission. This success is a demonstration of what can be achieved when we work together towards a common goal. We remain resolute in our commitment to rid our nation of criminal elements who seek to disrupt the peace and security of our society. The Nigerian police force will continue to employ everything at its disposal to protect the lives and property of all Nigerians. We are strongly determined to ensure that those who choose to engage in criminal activities are brought to justice. As we continue to advance our efforts in combating crime across the country, I assure you that we will remain vigilant, proactive, and relentless in our pursuit of a safer Nigeria, where the security of every Nigerian and resident in our great country is our top priority. And we will not rest until every citizen can go about their daily lives free from fear and intimidation. To those who are still in captivity and to their family members, they should not lose hope. If we can achieve this, then we can resolve all other kidnap cases that are still pending. Those that are still in captivity of kidnappers, there is hope that they will soon be rescued. So we have reached that point now that things will now start going back. It has gone up, it will now start declining. So that's the point that we are at now. The Vice-Chancellor of the University of Jos, Professor Tanko Ishaya, pledged to offer psychosocial support to the rescued students. As a university, we have already arranged and prepared that as soon as you hand over these students to us, we are going to camp them somewhere where we are going to provide counseling, guidance and counseling before they are reintegrated back into the society. We may assume that they are not going through any trauma because they are looking very unhealthy, but we believe that they require a kind of guidance, particularly counseling, that will make them overcome the trauma and the experience that they have had, he said. Benue State Governor Hyacinth Alia urged the students not to be discouraged by their abduction. Represented by the state's Commissioner for Finance, Michael Ogleba, the governor urged the students to demonstrate that the resources invested by the country to secure their release were not in vain. He said, despite what has happened to you, go and be successful, prove that Nigeria has not spared its best to save you for nothing, be there for the country. To the parents who stood and prayed with us throughout, thank you. The whole country, we were all awake, praying for you. So please prove Nigeria right by being the best you can, the best doctors, the best whatever it is you're studying. And the rest of the police, thank you. Things have taken a turn for the better with the coming of this present government. If you notice, the industrial scale killings that used to happen in Benue have been reduced to a minimum. We're not there yet, but we're moving towards that place. Speaking on behalf of the parents, John Edgar said they were initially scared because of past kidnapping incidents in the country, saying, "We were desperate as parents. Anxiety was everywhere. We had these challenges. The VC encouraged us. But you see, we were afraid. We were afraid because of the past experiences. That's why we went all the way. Most of us had the money to pay a ransom, but we thank you sincerely. All our children are here safe. We are very grateful to the President, to the NSA and everybody." Thereafter, IGP handed over the rescued medical students to their vice-chancellors. On Friday night, Benue State Police Command has confirmed the release of the 20 students from the University of Maiduguri and University of Jos, who were abducted by gunmen in Benue State last week Thursday. The police public relations officer, SP Catherine Anning, disclosed the news of their release on Friday night at about 11 p.m., according to media reports. The police image maker disclosed the information through a text message that the kidnapped victims have been rescued, promising to give details following day. Their release is coming barely 5 days after the Inspector General of Nigeria, IGP, Kayode Egbetukun, deployed his tactical squad to the Benue State and relocated the State Commissioner of Police, CP Yabanet, to Otupo local government area to rescue the abducted students. We had reported that the Nigeria Inspector General of Police, IGP, has ordered the deployment of helicopters, drones and other sophisticated weapons to Benue State after one of the 20 doctors and medical students kidnapped at Otupo community on Thursday evening, Kingsley Aondona, tweeted on Friday from captivity that the kidnappers threatened to start killing them next day if their demands are not met. Kingsley Aondona, in a recent tweet, said that the kidnappers demanded the sum of 50 million nairas for them, the 20 doctors, to be released. It was gathered that the students were traveling to the Federation of Catholic Medical and Dental Students, FECAMD's annual convention in Enugu when they were ambushed around 5:30 p.m. in the Otupo area, according to Vanguard's report. One of the victims, Kingsley Aondona, in two separate tweets, he tagged the Nigerian Doctors Association verified X social media page on Friday, said thus, "We were kidnapped on our way to Enugu for a convention. At Nigerian_doctor, they are requesting for 50 million for 20 of us medical students. Please help us, and we haven't eaten for 2 days. 08163420157 piles. That is who we are gathering the money with. They said they would start killing us tomorrow." The victims are said to be from the University of Maiduguri and the University of Jos. The IGP, in a news statement made available by the force spokesperson, Olumiwa Adejobi, said, as stated below excerpt, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetukun, has condemned the kidnapping of 20 medical students who were abducted in Otupo, Benue State, while en route to the annual convention of the Federation of Catholic Medical and Dental Students in Enugu. "This reprehensible act is truly appalling, callous, and unacceptable. In a display of unwavering commitment to the rescue, safety, and well-being of the young Nigerians, the IGP has ordered the prompt deployment of a substantial number of human and technical resources to augment the manpower of the Benue State Command and ensure swift rescue of our beloved students. This initiative encompasses the mobilization of additional tactical units from the FID STS and FID IRT, the deployment of advanced helicopters and drones, as well as the use of specialized tactical vehicles to facilitate the search and secure the safe return of the victims. The Nigeria Police Force stands with the victims and their loved ones during this challenging time, and we are committed to ensuring the safe return of the students. The Inspector General of Police reiterates the zeal of the force to leave no stone unturned in the pursuit of the perpetrators and others alike, as the Nigeria Police Force is determined to sustain the fight against crimes and criminality, most especially kidnapping of Nigerians. The IGP equally appeals to the general public to provide useful information and actionable intelligence that may aid the ongoing investigation and the rescue operation. Individuals with relevant details are encouraged to contact the nearest police station or the state's command control number or the force headquarters via Press for Abuja at police.gov.ng and other helplines. The Nigeria Police Force remains resolute in its mission to protect the lives and property of all Nigerians, and it will continue to work tirelessly to maintain peace, stability, and the rule of law throughout the country, the police stated. A statement posted on the X social media with the username Nigerian_doctor while reacting to the kidnapping of the 20 students reads full dose. In my new country, a friend told me that a matter once arose and the medical association said, "Get ready. We may all need to tender our resignation letters if no good response from government." Nigeria. 26 doctors and doctors in training are kidnapped and the wheels keep turning, without a pause. Everyone keeps turning up at work, unbothered. No strike warning, no strong stance, 2 weeks NARD warning moved by another 2 weeks, with a silly excuse. NMA is quiet like a mouse. Lol, just spineless letters and photo ops that no one gives a shit about. 1 On August 15, 2024, 20 Nigerian doctors and doctors in training were kidnapped in Benue State, Nigeria. They are yet to be released. 2 June 23, 2024, Dr. Gimba and his wife and kids were kidnapped in Kaduna State, Nigeria. Their 15-year-old son, Victor, was killed before the rest of the family was released. 7 months ago, Dr. Ganiat Olawale Popola and young Folaranmi were kidnapped in Kaduna, Nigeria, December 27, 2023. They are yet to be released till now. 4 Professor Ekanem Ephraim was kidnapped over 1 year ago, July 13, 2023 at Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria, and her whereabouts remain unknown. 5 This year, 3 other doctors have been kidnapped but were released, under unclear terms and conditions. If a culture that typically avoids confrontations still rises up, what is the excuse of a more resilient culture who are descendants of fierce warriors? It is shameful. It is embarrassing. Our 21 colleagues are human beings like you and I. They deserve better from us. Say their names. 1 Boniface Taize. 2 Thomas Yahaya. 3 Gabriel Jita Iwave. 4 Boniface Okon. 5 Dondo Fabian. 6 John Bitrus Naga. 7 Fortune Chima Ume. 8 Godwin Gregory Tumba. 9 Monica Ejembi. 10 Obona George Chukwuebuka. 11 Paul Nyampazira. 12 Lawrence Victory Adagu. 13 Okopi Peter. 14 Enga Benedicta. 15 Kwagaondo Aondona Kingsley. 16 Paul Shantong. 17 Victoria Cornelius. 18 Pius Samson. 19 Okan Adara. 20 Dr. Louis M. Bamuniuku. 21 Dr. Gania Olawale Popola and young Folaranmi. 22 Professor Ekanem Ephraim.
OsazuwaAkonedo, bringing you the news in a more digital way.